Hey there, Scorpio community. Soul Tiger is here with a story for this wonderful community. Now, as usual, I'm not sure what's going to come out, but I know it's taking some work to do this intro and trying to figure out how to do it just right on what I'm picking up. There's just so much coming in. And right there, that would depict how Scorpio is feeling, because they're going to so many different situations in a span of 5 minutes in their head that I would call them a time traveler. They're trying to be here in the present, but they're still really taking a lot of close looks at things. Now, I can't say if these things are things that this Scorpio should move on from and give themselves some kind of grace. I'm not sure. All I know is a part of the new moon in Scorpio, in Cancer that just happened. It's a lot of looking at our foundations and maybe the things that we need to let go so that we can get more leveled up into where we want to go. Our true goals, our true desires, our true humble outcomes that we really want. So a lot of discernment had to be used this morning when writing stuff down and trying to figure out what to share. So far what I have here is there's self or someone's is trying to create an illusion of something being wrong with Scorpio. Now, I say this because I had a dream last night, and what had happened in this dream, it was like, it was focused on something that I should be insecure about, but I'm not. I don't know how else to describe it. For Scorpio, you guys are so wonderful. There's a lot of things that you pick up, which heightens how you feel. And I'm a person that I don't get that heightened. I'm not that gifted in that direction of being able to feel so much. And I can lead with ignorance sometimes, or I could lead with a different vision, because I am more of an air sign. Remember, Scorpio, you are a fixed water sign. You is low to that ground. And if too many people, too many things are moving around you, you can accidentally get stepped on. And so for me, I'm way up in the freaking air, like, you gotta bring me down. So I'm not worried about really getting stepped on. I can look past a lot of stuff like that. And I process information a whole lot different than the way a Scorpio would process information. And I'm highlighting this. It's because it's not a weakness. We all have our gifts in different directions. It's just, how do we work with those gifts? Our gifts don't have to be our kryptonite. So if you feel that there's something being created, because Scorpio is very, very gifted. They see a lot, they feel a lot. Follow that gut. I know y'all feel like y'all the guardian angels and y'all gotta take everybody to the top. And I'll tell you right now, everybody is not meant to go to the top. You will have so many people who will start with you on certain areas, not certain paths, but certain areas of your journey, and they're like, gun-ho, let's go. But their drive, their goals, what their motivation is around it is not the same as yours. So what I can say is, use discernment. Use discernment when you're around all these people. Watch out, you could be getting stepped on. And you're like, okay, well, they didn't mean to do that. They may have not meant to do it, but did they really care? Did they really use caution? Did they really acknowledge that you were there? And one thing that I harbor on is passive aggression. Don't look past it. Don't look past it. I'm a sign that I have a lot of fire too. I don't look past stuff like that because I don't like it. I don't like it because that's somebody who has to do things in a way sneakily. Why not be forward? If you don't like what I'm doing, if you don't like the way I'm going, then let me know. With passive aggression, I also feel like there's a little bit of manipulation in there. Manipulation towards the emotions. And if somebody knows how to work emotions against somebody else, that could be a gold mine for them. So be careful. What else I get is lost, confused, maybe feeling a little down, but stronger. You're feeling stronger because there's a sense of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And what I get, or what I was getting when I was writing this down, was a heart with a band-aid on it. And the last thing is instinct. Go with your gut. Go with your gut. That's it. That's the intro. All right, so let's keep moving forward. I got a new deck here. Boom! Right here. And guess what? We're going to use that for the intro. Let's spill the tea here. What's going on? Is it someone else that's trying to create an illusion? Do you have people stepping on you? Or is it really your head playing games with you? That happens. That happens. What is it that you're feeling? Another thing about Cancerian energy is they're very, very intuitive. They have a lot of gifts. So this new moon may be asking you to shine a light in a new direction on those gifts. All right, already starting. Creativity. Steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off of you. Somebody has a secret fan out there. Look at my voice. They don't want me to talk about it. That's a big old fan right there. Are they in sheep's clothing? Then I had inside scoop, a closer look, nosy, up in your business. This did come in reverse. So there could be a little twist to this. This could be somebody, I would say, who's not getting the inside scoop per se, but putting their inside scoop in your business. That's what I would say there. All right, let's go for 4 more cards. Let's get 4 more, please. What else would like to come out? Somebody's creeping. But I have a feeling you already have that gut feeling. You know who it is. They think they have facts. They think they have facts. Because this came out a little like this. And this says no facts. Never has. The facts. Makes stuff up. Trying to read in the camera backwards is interesting. Yeah, but somebody's creeping. Somebody is creeping, but they don't think that you know they're there. They don't think that they know you there. The situation could be person, place, thing. What else would like to come out? Divination abuser. Divination abuser. This person who doesn't have the facts that think they do, they're doing something. But they're trying to, there's some kind of manipulation around it. Some kind of Can I get a clarity card for the divination abuser? I usually don't do that, but let's see. Haunted. Memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. This divination abuser can go can go in both directions. What I have is somebody who could be unknowingly throwing some stuff the Scorpio's way, or they're doing it, but they're trying to make it seem like it's for your good. And what I see or what I hear is binding. What they're trying to do is call your shots. They're trying to sit here and set their will on your intentions. That's what I'm being told to refer out. Wow. Whoo. All right. So we got a situation at hand. We have it's 2, maybe 3. Possibly 3 individuals here. Last card. Might be actually 4. A spiritual hater. Hates on your spirituality, light, magic, power. So this came in reverse. And then I have shine. Your light irritates their demons. You have backup. Because this spiritual hater came in reverse. So I would say there's some kind of backup that you have, but there's no confidence in it. Could you be getting incoming messages with your gut, but you're not seeing that your light is irritating whoever, and this is why they're acting out. This is why when you go back to see them or something, they're using the words or the catchphrases you were using. Ooh, my left ear right now. Or they start talking about things that they know that you're passionate about, but they do it in like this passive aggressive way to poke at you. There's some that they're doing to poke at you, and it's because that you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. You're so, oh my gosh. So before I even started this video, I was like, let me see what singers, famous celebrities are Scorpios. And there was a Gabrielle Union. There was a few others. She stood out. And there was Katy Perry. They stood out. And I always thought Gabrielle Union was still think that she is a very beautiful woman. Very beautiful woman. Same with Katy Perry. And the thing about their beauty is it's not a crazy beauty. It is this soft. It is this tender. It isn't this really have to rush and forward and have to be always, it's not like a crazy, what is the lady from Modern Family? Gloria. She's not like that type of character where she's always like making people question them skills that she got. Because she could take care of some stuff. But anywho, getting back to the Scorpio energy, I feel like that is one of the best things about Scorpio is their softness, their tenderness, their ability to want to love others. You know, the ability to see so much and want to be that guardian angel. And that light, that shine. You're irritating some people. You got fans. Instead of you got mail, you got fans. That's how you know you're doing something right. When you actually start setting some boundaries for yourself too, you're going to have people that are going to be upset with that. I was actually talking to somebody the other day about this because they have somebody that they have in their social setting that they're close with that kind of picks on them. And I'm like, no, that's not the way it goes. And I said, well, if you choose to deal with it, then this could be practice. This could be practice on how you're going to come in and defend yourself, because there's been times that you get sick and tired of having to deal with somebody who's always trying to double check what you're doing, double check what you're trying to spit out, double check that positive vibe that you're trying to have. So learn how to handle that type of energy. You've done it. You've seen how they've reacted, and you've seen how they've had to step back. It's okay. It's okay. Some people have to be told, no, I don't like that. And if they're not grown up enough to sit there and accept your boundaries, then they were never good enough to hang with you to begin with. I'm going to call it like that. And that does pertain to a lot of different areas of our social life. It can be really hard when we start to want to not only love ourselves, because this is a part of loving ourselves, but also when we want to teach people that they're no longer going to step on us. That's also a part of protecting yourself. That is really hard, especially if you have a lot of time invested. A lot of time invested, say, in a workplace, a lot of time invested in a social setting. This has to do family setting. Or a lot of time invested with dealing with it. Because this is grouped. This is grouped. I have 1, 2. This could be one person right here. 2 people right here. It could be 1 masculine, 2 feminine, or it could be, you flip it, it could be 2 masculine, 1 feminine. Or it all could be all feminines, or it could be all masculines. It all just depends on what gender we vibe with. Not totally always the suit that we're wearing. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the present. Ooh, I got a surprise for you. I've been saving this. As soon as I got them, I thought of the Scorpio community. What is it? Tim Burton's Nightmare, or The Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. What? Yes. Just for you. All right, let's go to the present. Let's go to the present. What needs to come out for the Scorpio community? I have a 7 of candles in reverse and a 4 of candles. Yeah, these people, whoever this community is, or it could be the same type of energies that have been coming in. I feel like really put this Scorpio out. Hold on, let's get a clarification card for the Four of Candles. Clarification card for the Four of Candles. They come in and put out that new beginning that you're trying to have. It's almost like the dream right away. For some reason, they see who you are, but they don't want you to head off in this direction. They see that you could have it too. And then I have the Page of Candles. Yeah, they kind of get a little immature with it. Coming out of nowhere. Coming out of nowhere. And I feel like they could be saying, no, you're not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready. And they want to offer you something else. But this comes out in side position. Whatever that offer is, whatever juice they want to keep you sipping, that's what's putting you out. Whatever tea they keep serving. And as we talk about this, I have the Ace of Needles. And then I have the Temperance. I think they like you going back and forth. They like you going back and forth. They almost take that needle and like give you a little poke in the rear there. Oh, there you go. And that's that sharp thought. Because for me, swords and needles here represents thoughts. I have my, what is it, air? Yeah, it represents the mind for me and the thoughts. Also could be a way of going. Let's see. So I have the Moon. That is Cancerian energy. And then I have this Queen of Presents in reverse. I need a clarity card because it's either they want you to always feel like you're asking for too much, that they're supposed to be off doing whatever they want to do, coming in however they want to come in. Could lead into emotional manipulation, I'm hearing. Yeah. What it is they want you to see that it's all fine and dandy. Whatever this situation is, that it's all fine and dandy, that it's not really having you more conflicted with yourself, that it's not really having you stuck and not able to get to those goals. Is it the goals of being balanced? Is it the goals of being able to step more into your gifts, following your intuition? Because the Chariot, what is that? That's Cancerian. I feel. I feel like they want to keep you up in your head. and saying that you're asking too much, you're wanting to do too much of healing, too much of wanting to be appreciated, too much of wanting to be acknowledged. Ooh, you can get that in some group settings where people will see that the conversation has headed in your direction, and then they'll start cutting you off, and they'll lead the conversation back to them. Or they'll try and start talking at the same time that you're talking. It's weird. They'll almost time it. But whatever it is that they're doing, they're increasing. They're increasing your anxieties. This is why you're not having that new beginning. You keep getting stepped on, and this person knows that they're stepping on you, but you're not seeing that for some reason. You're like, oh, maybe I was in the way. Oh, maybe blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're so nice. You're so kind-hearted and willing to give people the benefit of the doubt. That's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you need to teach a mofo. You need to teach a mofo. You can be kind. You can be soft-hearted. You can be tender. But why not be it with a soul tribe? A soul tribe is not the same as a karmic tribe. Karmic tribes are going to keep stepping on you. They're going to keep getting you uncomfortable. They're going to keep pushing you in these spots where you don't feel so protected, where you come out questioning what you really want to do. A soul tribe is going to support you, is going to embrace you. You're going to feel protected. You're going to feel at home. You're going to feel secure when you're with people of this soul tribe. You're not going to feel judged with people of your soul tribe. They're two different frequencies. It's two different levels. What else would like to come out? So after we get done talking about some soul tribe, I have the Page of Needles. What'd I just say? You're not having a tower over these individuals who are very, very immature. Look at that. And look at what they got. They got that chain. Who's it ready for? Because they're not wearing it. Come visit the window. And I say that in meaning of observation. View how they make you feel. View if you really feel like that's fair. Is that valid? Is that something you really deserve? Because these are questions that are not being asked. They come in and scoop you right up. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's head off towards the block. So I have my Murder of the Crows. So some of the images on some of these cards can be graphic. You will hear a special noise when the card has been pulled away. And I will also warn you before the card pops up. Again, this is a safe space. Safe space. And I like to respect others. You know, there's some things that we like and some things that we don't like. And when you're creating a safe space, you honor others. And I'm honoring you. This community. The Scorpio in this story. All right, so what is it that wants to come out with the block? When we use this is the shadow side right here. This is some directness, all right? So, divine universal energy. What is it that needs to come out for the block? For the Scorpio community. It's time to go. It is time to pack up your stuff and go. These people, they're no good. They're no good. They're going to keep making you feel like you're not doing anything. You're not bringing it in. You're not holding up stuff. You're not making these new, what is it? New decisions, new choices for yourself on your own. Because if you're in an environment where they want you to fit in with them, they're going to help you choose stuff. And what I have, this is the High Priestess. This is the High Priestess. I didn't want to get her confused with the other one, the Empress. So what it is they don't make you feel like you have those tools. Or being around them makes you feel like you have less. Having a tower. Having a tower on whoever, especially, is coming in acting the most immaturest. They may look good on the outside, but for some reason, they don't look that good on the inside. And this Scorpio is sensing it. They are sensing it. I need a clarity card. Clarity card is for the Page of Candles. Page of Candles. This Page of Candles is really worried about this Scorpio achieving their world. Moving on. Locking in to who they are. Getting up and flying high. This person's afraid that you're going to forget about them. That's what it is. They don't want to be left out in the cold. I know there ain't a 5 of coins popping up, but whoever is the immaturest out of them all, I'd say this one. That one right there, because it looks like that page. That looks like that page right there. Whoever it is, it's because they feel like they're the bottom. They feel like they're the smallest out of everyone. This person could be looking for others for reassurance themselves. Now, what I hear is they have even a bigger chain around them. And when they put their chain on you, woo, that lessens weight off of them. Or they think that, but they don't know. They don't know that it still affects them. Then I have this 7 of Swords. What else can come out? Alright, so the 7 of Swords on this Empress. Self-sacrificing. This self-sacrificing to be with this frequency has definitely left you feeling more like you're out on your own. There's a crowd around you, but it's, how do I put it? You could feel lonely in a crowd. You could feel lonely in a relationship. You could feel lonely in a work atmosphere. Whatever this is, this dynamic, it makes this Scorpio feel lonely, but also stuck. There's that no movement. They can't get to their wish fulfillment. That's what it is. One more card. There it is. They can't get to the wish fulfillment because they're stuck. They're stuck looking at this tower. If I go off in this direction and I start pruning my social part of the garden, my social plot, we'll call it, how much am I going to lose? That's kind of like trading up an apple for chips. You're going to lose out on a crunch. You're going to lose out on some flavor. You're going to lose out on buying a half a bag of air. No. But what are you going to gain? Because trading up an apple for chips, there could be some good things to it. Nutritional good things. Health good things. When you're stuck in a setting where you are getting stressed out, always, feeding more into that questioning yourself, always having to validate what you're coming in with, that's stressful. That is stressful, and stress is not good for us. It's not good for us. I need a clarity card for that Chariot. Clarity card for the Chariot before we start moving on. Here comes that Queen of Pentacles again. In reverse. Lands on Haunted. Could these people unknowingly be feeding into triggers? They might knowingly be doing it because they're seeing that change in your temperament. What I was watching this video, and it was talking about certain influencers that we have on the media. It could be artists. It could be, what are they called? Show people. The ones that are being the, I don't know why I'm spacing on this. I can see them. It's, shoot, how do I describe this? Give me a second. Please be patient. Thank you for your patience. But what I'm getting is they were showing a lot of clips with announcers. You had sports announcers, and then you would have these like what Regis and Kathy were, the hosts of shows. There we go. Artists and stuff. And what there was a few videos where certain words would get spoken and it would change this person. It would change the way they did, their whole demeanor, their energy, even their movement. It was really, really weird. What I'm getting at is there can be certain things that we've been through, certain experiences, and there's going to be around those experiences certain elements. A lot of times in our outside environment, those elements could be songs, shows, certain smells, certain tastes, certain textures. But what it is it becomes a trigger. And when you had that trauma, there is something out there in your environment that you grasp onto, and it will remind you of that trigger. It could be even a saying. It could be a certain word. And this person, they know that they're doing something. They know that they're doing something. because somehow they're able to use it. They found something, or if you were close with them, you gave them some kind of information. And what it does is it sets you back into feeling like you can't come in good enough. Like you're asking for too much again. You're wanting to do too much. You're wanting to take and take and take yourself from them kind of thing. And they don't like it. They don't like it one bit. Oh, this is very interesting. You know, I actually have ran into a situation like this before, and I still deal with it with, I'm not gonna lie, it's a Scorpio. Yeah, she's a Scorpio. And she is, she's an uninvolved Scorpio. I still got love for her. I wish her the best, and I wish that she could heal those wounds. But she will, what I can say is I hurt this person when I walked away. Because at the back of this mind, this person thought I could never walk away. Because they were linked into my family. And when I walked away again, it made them upset. And they always had this opinion about me after it. And even till this day, they're still upset. And it's been well over 5 years. And they try and go back and forth. It's that sweet talk, that ideal. Oh, I would like this to happen, da 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 da. But what they're doing now hasn't changed from what they were doing when I walked away. And that's why I walked away, because I would see how this person would come in like a diva. They would be so diva'd out, and it was too much. I couldn't hang with this person because they were selfish. But they used the traumas that they had gone through, and that was like the igniter of things. What it was is they were uninvolved and they didn't know how to process what happened. And they're still stuck at that very start so many years later. And if you were to talk to them, they would sit there and probably tell you it's me, I'm the cuckoo one. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. I have my boundaries, and I've told this person what they would need to do even to get into my graces again. I mean, the fact that I even consider that is showing a lot of patience. But I can also acknowledge people have been put on our path to teach us some of the biggest lessons. And maybe those lessons is how do we care about ourselves? But let's talk about the Cancerian. I feel. When we start to validate how we feel, we can really start to nurture us. So how is this situation making the Scorpio feel? Are they making them feel less? Because that's not soul tribe. That is not soul tribe right there. That's low vibes. That's wanting to keep you down because it's easier to keep you down. Why? Because if you're down there where they're at, what's that saying? Misery loves them some company. All right. What would like to come out for the Scorpios to help them with their block? Scorpio in this story. What do I have here? South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. There we go. That South Node statement is, I already know. You already know. You already felt it. You've been feeling it. This is why you get a little bit of anxieties when you have to deal with it. Or even be around whatever the situation is. All right, what else would like to come out? Woohoo! Take time to breathe out. When this person is acting like a fool, when they're trying to provoke you, trying to make you question that you're really not the magician, that you don't hold the tools to get you that new start, take time to breathe out. You don't even have to respond. You don't even have to acknowledge them. Silence. Silence is golden. Let them keep talking. Let them hear how they sound. Let others hear how they sound. They want to hold the mic so much, let them have it. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Whatever this situation has constructed around you, making you feel like you always need to be stepped on. No, you don't. You do not have to be stepped on. You got them claws. You got that tail too. You can let somebody know you're there. I would use discernment around that, but you are allowed to protect yourself. How do you think I would teach the kids when I used to work with kids? If you let a child keep doing what they're doing, they're going to think it's okay. If somebody wants to act childish, you got to handle them like a kid. Give them that look. The eye messages. I don't know who remembers that. Or even tell them right there as they're doing their passive aggressive comments. Don't be passive aggressive. Be forward. Let their jaw drop. And let them show that you're not going to be handled. A personal issue reaches resolution. Now that's that full moon in Cancer. You got 2 Cancerian moons. Right there. Your loved ones are safe, and personal issues get that resolution. That new moon is making some moves. How can you protect yourself to feel safe? To feel like even the people that you're with, because this person could be not so nice to somebody that you bring around too. Nothing will come of this situation. Void of course moon. Hanging out with these individuals, hopping on that chain, is not going to get you where you want to go. You going to be in there with them looking just as foolish. But that sounds like you don't want to do that. Then I have this new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. Virgo is a lot of self-care, health. How can you give to yourself and not give to these ones as much? Maybe that's what's going on, is that you're trying to come in as this guardian angel. You're giving, and they know that. They know that you will pick up quick to go be with them. What is it that taking some time for yourself, giving to yourself, putting on your favorite music, dancing around, filling yourself out, feeling how you can hang out with yourself and there not be any kind of judgment. While you're hanging out with yourself, grooving, getting to know yourself a little bit, what is it that you can observe from this tower? What is it that you're going to see about this situation? Not only with one other, maybe a few others. Follow that gut. Follow that gut. If any of this resonated, biggest message here is follow that gut. All right, so last card. Last card. A win-win outcome is forecasted in Libra, but this comes in a reverse. So maybe you're not seeing a win-win outcome. The answers you need are coming. You're not seeing a win-win outcome because you're too busy looking only from one direction. Again, take that time for yourself. Take that time for yourself. Start to fill your cups. Because when you start filling your cups, feeling good about yourself, taking care of yourself, you don't gotta reach to others. You start to have less anxieties when you're with yourself. I am a person, I love being with myself. It's so fun. I'm so entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. I act like a fool. And a lot of Scorpios, they have this wonderful, playful side to them. What is it that you could be playful with that just, you know, you yourself would just have the best time with? I feel like that will help. Maybe like a one-on-one kind of hobby. That would be neat. It could be like, even if you take this group with you, whoever this is, or you have to include others, it could be something where it is something group, but it's something that you work on your own. So what I'm getting a visual of is like a pottery class, where you each have your own stations, even though you went in as a group, but you have your own stations. So that gives you time to be off with yourself, focusing, feeling, working with your hands, being able to move around that clay and just letting things flow for yourself. I feel like that would be something really beautiful for Scorpio. Because y'all do like your time. You like your own space. So how can we enhance that? Enhance it so when you come in and you have to deal with some sourness, some passive aggressiveness, that you're able to see that your light is just irritating them. That's it. Your light is just irritating them. It could be irritating stuff that they're not ready to work through. Especially if they have a harsh reaction right away. I see that a lot. You'll see this a lot with, how do I put this? You'll see this a lot with siblings when they're young. It's like one hurts the other one's feelings, so then the other one has to get the other one to feel how they feel. So they're going to try and do something, say something. So it could be you said something and it triggered them because they're not fully healed. But if they're not trying to heal, that's on them. You're trying to heal. You can't take everybody to the top. Not everybody's going to finish this journey with you. Some people are just meant to be bigger motivators because they're the lesson where you start to grasp more at your self-love, at knowing yourself a little bit more. Because you have it handled. I don't see that you're depending on these individuals for anything. There's no dependency on them. But what it is you're such a guardian angel. You want to help. You see what's going on in their patterning. You want to help. But just remember, you can't protect nobody unless you can protect yourself. You can't have nobody's back unless you really have your own back. You can't really love anybody unless you love yourself, kind of thing. And just think about it. Think about a soul tribe. what you want to have in these interactions with whatever situations, work, family, place, person, individual, I'm not sure, or individuals. All right, Scorpio, y'all are so awesome. Such a big heart. Remember that kindness and that tenderness is not your kryptonite. It's your superpower. Don't forget that. And you can get to a tribe that understands you. A tribe that is going to help enhance your path. All right. Thank you so much, Scorpio energy, for sharing your frequency with me. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.